Welcome to the supply chain behind everything. I'm Daksh, and every week we are going behind the scenes of products, events, and experiences in Formula to uncover the incredible logistics that make them possible. Okay, so the race is over, the champagne is spraying, and the fans are going absolutely wild. But for the teams, the real race is just getting started. See, behind the scenes, one of the most insane logistical operations on the entire planet is kicking into high gear. This is the story of how Formula One literally packs up and moves a high tech city 24 times a year. So let's just start with a number that's kind of hard to wrap your head around. For every single race, Formula One moves 1,400 tons of freight. I mean, to put that in perspective, that's like moving about 300 cars. And get this, that's not for the whole season, that is for one single race weekend. Incredible. And if the weight isn't mind blowing enough, let's talk about the value of this traveling city. We are looking at over $1 billion in equipment. Just think about it. Each car by itself is a $15 million piece of basically irreplaceable tech. So this isn't just cargo we're talking about. It's one of the most expensive collections of stuff on the move anywhere on Earth. But here's the real kicker. This is what really gets me. After the checkered flag waves on Sunday, the teams have just 7 hours. 7 hours to make all of that just vanish. And that's not, a suggestion. It's a rock solid deadline. The entire circuit has to be cleared, packed, and ready to roll to the next continent, which of course brings us to the big question, right? With stakes this high and a timeline that tight, how on earth does Formula One pull off this logistical magic trick every couple of weeks without a single hitch? Well, the answer is a total masterclass in planning, precision, and dealing with insane pressure. Okay, so let's really dig into the unbelievable time constraint, because this isn't just about moving fast. It's about a perfectly choreographed ballet, a dance of mechanics, engineers, and logistics pros all working against the ticking clock. So picture this. While the winning driver is still up on the podium spraying champagne, the backup is already in full swing. I mean, every single garage, every spare bolt, and every last computer system, it all has to be broken down and loaded up. And there is absolutely, positively zero room for error, because if you miss that window, you could miss the next race. It's that simple. I mean, look at this timeline. It's just intense. Within the very first hour, all the critical electronic systems are already being unplugged. Fast forward to R3, and those multi-million-dollar cars are already tucked away safely in their transport cases. And by R7, it's like Formula One was never even there. That's a sprint that will probably give Amazon's top logistics team a heart attack. So how do they do it? How is this possible? Well, they have engineered this incredibly smart 3-tiered system. It's a strategy that perfectly balances speed, cost, and what's absolutely necessary. And really, this system is the foundation of their entire global operation. Okay, it all breaks down into these 3 simple tiers. You've got tier 1, which is the supercritical stuff, the cars, the engines, things that absolutely have to get to the next race as soon as possible. So that all goes by air. Then there's tier 2. That's the big bulky equipment, like the garage walls and hospitality suites. That stuff goes by sea. And finally, tier 3. It's just for the European part of the season, where a massive convoy of trucks just takes everything from race to race. And really, the crucial thing to understand here is this constant trade-off they're making between speed and cost. Flying stuff by air is crazy expensive. You're talking up to 100 grand per team for just one race. Putting it on a boat is way cheaper, but it's also way slower. Formula One has absolutely mastered how to play these two against each other to their advantage. And this is the secret genius behind their whole sea freight strategy. You see, teams don't have just one of their garage equipment. They have up to 6 identical kits. So while one kit is being used at a race in, say, Monaco, a completely different identical kit is already on a container ship, slowly making its way to Singapore for a race that's still 6 weeks away. This idea of parallel inventory, that's the magic trick that makes the whole system work. But even the best laid plans can go wrong. So what happens when this perfectly tuned machine hits a snag? Well, that's when the system is really tested. Let's take a look at a real world crisis that went down between two races. Alright, so here's the scene. It's a back-to-back race weekend, which is already a nightmare. They're going from Sao Paulo, Brazil, all the way to Abu Dhabi. After the race in Brazil, a team's critical air freight, we're talking engines, gearboxes, the important stuff, gets held up. A paperwork issue at Brazilian customs, and the clock is officially ticking. They had just 36 hours, that's it. 36 hours until the first practice session was set to start literally on the other side of the planet in Abu Dhabi. Every hour that equipment was stuck in customs, the chances of even competing were just shrinking and shrinking. And the stakes just couldn't have been higher. I mean, this quote really says it all. Missing a race isn't just expensive, it's existential. It's not just about losing money or some points in the championship. For an F1 team, it's a fundamental threat to their reputation, to their sponsors, to their entire season. So the response was just immediate and frankly incredible. They chartered a separate cargo plane right away. Team members were literally hand-carrying documents, running through multiple customs offices just to get them stamped. And this is my favorite part. To make sure nothing else went wrong, mechanics actually slept in the cargo hold of the plane right next to the equipment for the entire flight. Now this emergency fix ended up costing over $200,000. But hey, when the only alternative is missing the race entirely, that's a pretty small price to pay. And they made it. They got to Abu Dhabi just in time for practice. It's just a wild testament to their ability to manage a full-blown crisis in real time. So, okay, beyond all the drama and the massive scale of this operation, what can we actually learn from all of this? Well, F1's logistics actually offers some really powerful lessons that can apply to pretty much any complex business. Let's break down the key takeaways. Alright, lesson number 1. Redundancy is not a cost, it's insurance. Think about it, those extra sets of sea freight equipment aren't some unnecessary expense. They are insurance against total failure. The cost of having the extra gear is tiny, absolutely tiny, compared to the catastrophic cost of just one failure. That's a huge lesson for any high-stakes operation. You have to build resilience right into the system itself. Second lesson. Long-term partnerships create a massive competitive advantage. That decades long relationship that F1 has with its logistic provider DHL, that's not just a contract, it's a strategic weapon. They aren't just a vendor you call up, they're an integrated part of the team with their own dedicated staff who completely get the unique pressures of the sport. In any fast-moving industry, that kind of deep partnership is just invaluable. Okay, number 3. Real-time visibility is not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. F1 teams track every single component all the time. They know exactly where every last bolt and every gearbox is at any given moment. And that level of visibility isn't some nice to have feature, it's the foundation that lets them make smart, split-second decisions when inevitably things go wrong. And that applies to any field. And finally, it really boils down to this. Proactive risk management is always cheaper than reactive crisis response. Formula 1 has backup routes planned out, buffer time is built into their schedules, and redundant systems ready to go before a crisis ever even hits. They just know that preparing for failure is always cheaper than scrambling to react to it. So, it really leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? If Formula 1 can move a billion-dollar city across the globe every 2 weeks with literally zero margin for error, what's stopping your business or any business from thinking bigger? It's a pretty powerful question to think about. If you enjoyed today's deep down on F1 logistics, subscribe to this channel and leave a review. It really helps other supply chain nerds like us find the show. I'm Daksh, and this has been the supply chain behind everything. Thank you.